All right, so we're starting out with my bowl. This is a bowl that I use pretty much every day for my breakfast, lunch, and snack. We're gonna start out with the Chobani Greek yogurt in the flavor vanilla. And we're just gonna spoon some of this down in the bowl. And this is gonna be my breakfast. Scoop some of that out. And then on top of the yogurt, we're gonna put some already washed blackberries. I'll probably just use the rest of what's in here. And then we're gonna go in with a little banana. And just put a few slices in. Right on top of those blackberries. This is a very filling breakfast. I really enjoy it. It's just a parfait that I'm making myself. And then on top of the fruit, we'll put a little granola. This is the Nature Valley protein granola in oats and honey. So this is what I love. And I just put a little bit of that on top. So it's just like a parfait you would get at the grocery store or wherever, but we're just making it ourselves. So we put the lid on and breakfast is made. Put that to the side, grab another bowl. And now what I'm going to make is my lunch. And for lunch, we're having a salmon bowl. And the first thing that we're gonna put in our bowl is some rice that I made. I just made this yesterday, I believe. So we're going to put a little rice in the bowl, one on the bottom. That's probably too much, but that's okay. And then we're gonna go in with some peppers and onions that I made. This is a yellow bell pepper and an onion, and I just seasoned it. A little bit of the juice too. So that's next. And then comes the salmon. I made this probably yesterday too. So we're just gonna chunk it up a little bit. Are you a seafood person? I love seafood. I love salmon, shrimp. I love it. Alright, so we need one more ingredient. Alright, so this last ingredient is a sauce that I made. It is soy sauce, ketchup, honey, a little fresh garlic. And so it's been in the refrigerator, but we're just gonna that on top, and when I heat this meal up in the microwave at work, it'll all come together. So yeah, so once I get that down in the bowl, that's what it looks like. And so put the rest of the watermelon that's left in this bowl. And then we're going to go in with some cherries. And this will be my snack. I like to have a snack around 10 o'clock. And so this is a nice healthy way to do it. And put the lid on that. And we are done. That's our breakfast, lunch, and snack. Good morning. Today is Wednesday. Hump day. We love hump day as people who work outside the home. Girl, it's downhill from here, right? So I am feeling pretty good this morning, and we are going to get started with where we always get started. We are going to moisturize under our makeup with the Fenty moisturizer. 2 pumps. That's what we do every morning. So get that on the face. How are you all? Ooh. Excuse me. How are you all feeling this morning? Let me know how you're feeling. I feel pretty good. Let me know where you live. Let me know what you do for a living. I want to get to know you. So let me know these things down below. Let me know if you have watched my first video. Supergoop, y'all. Supergoop matte screen every morning, right on top of the Fenty moisturizer every morning. This product keeps my skin, or my makeup rather, matte all day. And I know that the glowy trend is what's in, but I just prefer a matte look. So my base is always going to be matte. So yeah, let me know how you're doing down below. Let me know where you live. Let me know what you do for a living. I would really love to know, so we can get to know each other. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I work in the mortgage lending industry. I help people buy homes, and I really love it. Right now I am working in office 5 days a week. I'm hoping that will change, but right now that's what it is. I would love a hybrid schedule, but we'll see. So today, I don't know if you all have this palette. It is the ABH Cosmos palette. So yeah, not sure if you have this one, but it's been out a few years, but it's really pretty. I love the deep shades, and the shimmer shades are, well, it's called Cosmos. So, you know, they're shimmery, bright, and all that. So let's get started. We are going to grab a brush, and I want to start with the shade, you know what, let's do a halo eye. Let's do a halo eye. So let's go in with, okay, I'm trying to decide. We're going to go in with this brown shade right here. Well, no, I'm sorry, this one. We're going to go in with this brown, no, wait. Yeah, let's go in with this one first. And that shade is called Comet. So we're going to load up a brush, just any fluffy brush, crease brush, and we are going to put that in our crease right quick. Girl, I kind of overslept this morning. I was tired. I was pretty tired last night. Plus I didn't go to bed until a little later than I usually do. So I kind of overslept this morning. So I'm I'm feeling a little rushed, but we're just gonna push it, girl. Just push it. Okay, so the next one is called Dark Matter, and that's this one right here. It's a black shade, but honestly, it's got a little gray in it. Like it's you can see that it's not the deepest black shade, in other words. But we're going to place this one on the inner and outer to start that halo eye. Just like that. And then the really big decision is which shimmer shade. There are so many pretty ones. Let me swatch a couple, because I think a couple of these are duochromes, so they look a little different when you swatch them than they do in the pan. So I'm kind of drawn to this one. You know, honestly, I think that's the one. So let's just, yeah, that's it. I've been asking, I think probably at least my last 2 videos, would you go to work with a look like this? This is a bright shimmer. So, and I'm packing it on too. So, would you go to work with a shade like that on your lid? I'm fine with it. So, so we're going to just kind of, sometimes actually I like to blend, when I do a halo eye, I just like to kind of use my finger to kind of get those edges in line. And I'm just kind of moving the shadows, the black into the shimmer into the black, you know, just with my finger. So let's do this eye. Just kind of back and forth. Like that. So I feel like I need to kind of tighten up the shimmer a little bit, and that happens, it's normal. You just kind of place more shimmer where you feel like it's needed, or more black. Sometimes you just go back and forth in between the two until you get the look that you are looking for, right? So I'm gonna try to re-intensify the black shade a little bit, you know, just kind of work it until it looks the way I want it to, the way that I saw it in my mind's eye, right? So I like it. I like it. So I'm just gonna go in my crease a little bit with that same brush that I used in my crease for that shade. What's the name of that shade? Comet. Just kind of work it. Make sure it looks pretty nice and blended. Yes, girl, I like that. This is one of those looks that really calls for lashes, honestly. But I don't know, I'm running late. What time is it? It's 6:33 right now. I think I'll blend out the concealer and see how I feel about lashes in a minute. So you just saw me apply the One Size powder, loose powder in Rich Peach. So we're gonna go in with our Fenty powder in the shade 410, and of course the concealer was in the shade 410. So we are going to grab a brush. Just grab your fluffy brush and lay that powder down. Pretty easy makeup. So I wanted to talk about my channel a little bit and basically let you know the concept of you know, what I've come up with for my channel. So this is makeup that's easy, makeup that is beautiful, but you won't see me laying down contour or, you know, nose contour or anything like that, because this is makeup that is simple. Simple Beauty with Tasha. We are just simply getting ready for work in the morning together, and just putting on a beat that's gorgeous, but it was easy to do. It was simple, and we are just getting ready for work together. So I really appreciate you all being here. We are nearing the finish line, and I want to go back in. I showed these yesterday. These are the nude sticks stacks, and I have 3 of them. I think these are the only ones I have, but I want to go in today. I hope I have a good brush for this, but I want to go in with the shade is Picante Nude. So Picante Nude. My voice this morning, I woke up late and girl, I think I'm struggling a little bit, but I want to go in with this shade, and it is a balm. I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of balmy, and the shade itself, I would say it's pretty sheer. So if you want just like a flush of color, this is where you would go, is with a shade like this. And the eye look today is a bit bright. So we're going to go in with a sheer wash of color on the cheeks. You know, not too much. So just kind of making sure it's set a little bit and looking the way I want it to look. These also have a mirror, girl. I love that about these. So every stack has a mirror. So cute, right? So yesterday I showed the other shades, but this one is Fruit Punch. That's how that looks, and it looks a little intimidating, but we put it on yesterday and it's really pretty. It's not intimidating. And this one looks intimidating. No, this is the one that we put on yesterday, and that is Boysenberry. So we put on Boysenberry yesterday, and it's not as intimidating as it looks. But I really like these blush shades. I love the formula. So yeah, that's where we are. So what I'm going to do now is set my face, okay? Put on mascara, eyeliner, and then we're going to come back with the lip. So the setting spray is pretty dry at this point. Went in with the Bad Gal Bang mascara and the Milani Stay Put eyeliner in the shade Semi Sweet. So let's get into the lip. Just applying a brown lip liner. The one I'm using is discontinued, but use any brown lip liner that you love. And I just like to feather it out a little bit. And then the shade we're going in with is Dolly. This is a pretty popular shade, I think, with Buxom. So that's how it looks. shade Dolly. And, you know, we're going to keep it light and simple with the lip combo. It won't be as bright as it looks at first once I blend it out. But yeah, that's really pretty. So kind of understated a little bit because we've got bright shadows on the eyes today. But yeah, so that's the look, y'all, for today. Simple Beauty with Tasha. Something that you can do when you're getting ready for work in the morning because you work outside the home. And girl, we gotta get on the road, right? So I appreciate you all being here. Thank you. So if you don't mind, please subscribe, click the post notification bell, all the YouTube things. So thank you so much for clicking on my video this morning. I hope it was fun for you getting ready for work with me. And until next time, friends, be safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.